Alright, alors. Bienvenue sur la channel For Gains for Glory Workout. Aujourd'hui, on va parler en français. It's gonna be the first live streaming For Gains for Glory podcast. We're gonna speak in English or French. I think we're gonna go more in French here, but anyway. I don't know. You know what? I think we're gonna go for English. We're gonna go English. I've one girl here who can come here and talk with me. And I'm kidding. Vas-y. Pas de problème. All right. Welcome for Gains for Glory, G4G Workout Podcast Edition. So we're here in the biggest calisthenic gym in America. Yes. We are in Canada, but technically this is America, so that's why I'm going to put American in, because there's nobody that I know got the biggest gym, calisthenic. You know? When I mean a calisthenic gym, I'm not talking about a gym who got a ton of bar. It's not only that. I'm talking about like 1, 2, 3, and another 2 deep bar, and you got multiple level of bar. If you go to a CrossFit gym who got also a ton of bar, they don't have that kind of setup like this, because it's not a calisthenic gym. So that's why the way this thing is set up right here is pretty much the biggest calisthenic gym in America. And we got it here in Canada, in the well-known city, Montreal City, the city of bar. We got that. My man, if you had never came here, well, I got my champ for last edition of Caliber Gains 23, which is Marcus from Team Gains. Shout out to you if you hear me out in this video, is watching me. I would say, and you'll know, we got a bunch of ton of park outside. We got over 30 set up outdoor bar. Not really set up like a calisthenic gym, but we can do a bunch of calisthenic stuff, because those kind of setup outside door, the outdoor gym, is pretty much a standard. It's pretty much a bar with one set of deep bar and maybe 3 level of bar if you want to do like low pull, a medium pull or other stuff like that. Anyway, nothing like out of usual, but that's it. But here, when you got in Canada, in Montreal City, winter time comes with cold, my man, and I'm born in here. And let me tell you, I try a bunch of time work out in the middle of the winter outside. And when it's minus 13, I'm not gonna try to work out. I did. It did not look good at all. It did not feel good at all. It was not good at all, my man. It was bad games. I was wasting my time. But I knew one of my guy I know, like Jean. He got his own gym also recently. In Montreal, we start to have like pretty much like 3 gym of calisthenics. But this here is
More than a gym.
why you bring me? Why on this thing? Why I don't have like this? You know me. You know I always want my. Oh, it's okay. You gotta show. You gotta show the real stuff. You have to show the real stuff. That's Mateo. That's the owner. That's the guy who bring his vision to the world of calisthenics in here in Montreal. If y'all know. If y'all don't know, y'all know it now. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is we got the biggest calisthenic gym in America. The only one I know who got the biggest gym used to be Zach Rufo, OG in the game. He used to have the gym because he moved out from his old place and set up he sold his place out to somebody else. Somebody got the biggest calisthenic gym. But anyway, but I was outside. You see, that's how things are done. We got the real thing, espresso, the all quality, the big quality. You're not gonna get served. This is like the next level of Starbucks, or as good as Starbucks. But I don't know about that. I don't know anything. But it's not. You're not going to. This is not McDonald's coffee. This is the real stuff, the real espresso machine. Yeah, you can come, man. Come, Mateo. Oh, yeah.
Let me go get my coffee.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's gonna come right. He's gonna come with his own coffee. I am his house, my man. This is his house. So I'm gonna have to wait, you know. So just to tell you. So this is. I wish I could just rent the camera and show you around, but this place is really big. It's real big. I've been to, let's say, not all the calisthenics in America, but I've been to a few. And this one is legit. It's high class. It's really stylish. The vision is there, my man. Okay, so last year was a great year. This is the first season of this gym right here. And what else? We got a few people working out. I choose to do the podcast right here, so y'all can see people coming here for the community in Canada coming here to work out in winter time, add winter time. Anyway. So it's the first week. It's the first week of 2024, sorry. So I guess y'all been going to the gym. I guess y'all been having new resolution. So I hope y'all been starting to go to the gym. And let me have the introduction, or we're gonna go English.
Let's go, man.
We're gonna go English. I don't know, is the
First off, man,
the coffee, espresso.
quality, not McDonald's.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could show you.
So let me introduce the guy. So I'm not gonna go with the whole story, but I'm gonna go like basic. I know this guy from 2014, 15. He loved to go early than that. 2009. Anyway, so I'm gonna introduce. So I know Mateo. I know him when I started my journey in calisthenics. And I started at the gym like my late 20, and I was doing like 5 years in the gym. And I don't know, I'm not gonna tell the story how come I went to the calisthenics, but I started my journey in the park, and I saw him work out in the park, and we used to be in a group called Tribata, and that's how I knew him from that. And after that, when I come to the park to do my workout, the guy I would see all the time will be this guy. He would be there at the park working out before me, and when I was done with my workout, he was still at it. Like, I'm talking about, we were outside. Me, I was outside 5 hours. He was before me, I was leaving, he was still there. Like, not all the time, a bunch of time. And not to tell me, what are you doing, my man? Like, I know maybe you're doing something around, but I don't know how come you go so far at 6 hours or 5 hours. Anyway, so until you can imagine, he got this vision, working out from the park to 2024, where we were here. This is his gym. I'm going to have to tell you, this is his gym. There's nobody else than him running this thing. Everything you see in this place is his vision, the color, the tree, the espresso, everything. It's him, to the logo. So I'm just saying, if you want to, before we go with the question, everything, like, I'm just gonna give you the mic to give your own thought on it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Drop the mic, bro. He's right. I was addicted. I got addicted to calisthenics early on. I started calisthenics in the park that we met at. I touched into it in 2009. In and out, shitty reps, like kind of not really knowing what I was doing. And not 2009, 2010. And then we met somewhere in 2009. No, we met somewhere 2013, 14, crossing path. As he said, I was at the park. So there was a phase in my life where I had a lot of free time, and I got addicted really quick into the exploration of the potential of the body. And I was at the park, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I would do my workout. I would have friends jumping in or connection from the park, then jump into their workout or share a workout, take a little pause to eat at the park, and then jump into another workout. And then these guys would come, then I would do the workout with them or be around, and then they would leave, and I would still do things at the park, and then close the park at like 8, 9 when it gets dark. And that would be 5 to 6 days a week to 7 days a week at some point. So really, really all in. Parc Laurier, I was living in that park. And it's the inspiration, because it's my start is at Laurier, and it's the inspiration of the colors, the greenery of the gym, and the green zone out front where you see the turf, and maybe you see the athletes working out right now. But this is an homage to this park because it was so important in my life. It brought me as a coach, as I started coaching people at this park. That's what created the vision, and yeah, man, it's impressive to say from the park as a side thing, just a guy doing a few push-up, and not really knowing what to do, to now living in my paradise and building my calisthenic gym 10 years later, and actually having creating a very successful space. This is beyond me. It's my vision, but this space is habited by all the people from the community, and it really is like impressive what's happening in here.
Yo, I have to say also, man, that's a great way as a short to introduce yourself. Man, first, it is my first podcast, like interview. I used to do like interview, like not on live, but this is my next level stuff. So I pretty much set up the way it is. I should have another microphone, but I kind of fucked up on that. But whatever it is it your first podcast or?
No.
No? Or you did a bunch of it? Yeah. But anyway, so about this one, it smells kind of like smoke. I do not smoke. Like, I'm not a smoker. But anyway, so just to bring back to this, is last year, actually, you did not stop, like, opening. You were training in some place, like, you did not come all the way, like, straight from the park to this gym. Oh, no. You were working out in the other gym till like last year. You finally like crossed over to open. You said whatever it is, I need to open my own place, and you decide to whatever it is the place, I'm going to open it. It was not this.
No.
It was not this. You really wanted to take the risk. This year we're doing it because in life, or anybody who want to do like something in their mind, they're always afraid things are not perfect. And they don't want to do it because it's not the vision. But you said, no, I have to open. And I know last year when you opened to the other place, like his goal was to open in downtown Montreal. So he managed to have one place. He didn't work out, and he went to another place. He said, I'm going to open. I need to open because he did have some customer. And he opened a place. And tell me, how was the feeling to find a place which is not really the place you wanted, but you did it anyway to come here?
Yeah. So just to backtrack, from the park, I became a coach. I coach in many gyms. I got one class here, one class there, two class there, and then I started spreading myself around gyms a bit, and then building a bit of a notoriety. Then I could get more classes in specific gyms to a point where this location we're in, pre-COVID, I got to be a coach at this place, and I brought calisthenics into this gym. This was a hit gym, and so the calisthenics class blew up, and for 4 years I coached in this gym. To the point where my classes were the classes running the show. The volume of people coming to my class and the retainability of my classes versus the other class and whatever was an entire spectrum of a difference. My class would have 25 to 30 something people. The other class would have like 5 to 8 people, and so this really, when I noticed that all my class were so successful and I built a very strong community around me, I started giving up on the other locations, started to like centralize in this location, started to not be a nomad coach that would depend on many places with small salary, but expand myself in one place. And then I created my universe. I started buying equipment, dip belts, elastic, providing to my client quality equipment, but variety for calisthenic purpose. So like the gym had no rings, no, like, I would have 30 people, so I need to provide support for those 30 people. So acquiring equipment, and then the quality within the client appreciated that. I was passionate. Also, it's very different when you're passionate. You talk with passion. You're not just like providing a workout and letting the people flow. And at some point, these are stories for like the different stories, but I didn't get along with the management of the gym because of my commitment versus the appreciation. So I left the gym. When I left the gym, I was a nomad DJ. I was a nomad coach. So I went to coach outside in the Cali parks, not the one I was grew up from, but bigger park that grew up, that appeared in between the eras of me being a coach and my beginnings. Then at the same time, towards the end of my career here at this location, before I made this gym, during COVID, I started getting a bit of extra income. And
you know what? Let's keep that because we're going to do another.
Okay.
This is just to present it.
Okay.
That's the thing. No, don't worry. You're going to have all the time.
It's a long story. It's a long vision. The thing is, you have to understand, the vision was there for... If I can resume this, I got extremely patient. Extreme patience. Step by step. So after the outdoor, I opened a smaller gym. But I opened a smaller gym knowing I was going to open a bigger gym because my vision was to connect the community in one central location. So as he said, I was looking for downtown location. My vision was that, yes, there's CrossFit gyms, there's gym outside of the main downtown area, but it's always going to be too far for some people. Some people will be closer, but the other half will be too far. So then you're never really going to connect people into the central location. And if we're to start a calisthenic gym, well, it's a small community. We need to have everyone together. And we always meet up for the competitions. So the first one I got was in downtown, very, very kind of central location. But it was an apartment. It was a 2,500 square feet apartment, low ceiling. I announced this summer prior I was going to open a gym at the end of the competition. And people were like, okay, let's go. Then I opened my small gym. and I signed the lease for 6 months because I knew I was going to come out and build something greater. And I was already in negotiation for other location. When I opened the gym, everybody thought, oh, this is what he made. Shit, no, not a single muscle up will happen in his gym. His rigs are not fixed to the floor. It's like a wooden floor. And then I was on the grind.
Yeah, it was looking. The thing is, when you don't know all the process or you don't follow all the process of the dream, and you're not close to the guy who's telling you, I'm gonna make it. Exactly what it is. Like everybody loves to share his ideal, execution, and you love to like bring the visual of it. But when you see the result, people say, we all so quick to judge. Yeah. You also, so that's what it is. Like you talk about like this gym's gonna be the biggest, and when you see the first thing you see, you think is the result final. Like, hey, I see him open this place, but it's not the biggest. He told me he's gonna be the biggest. It's gonna be the one with all the bars gonna be there. And when you see on Instagram, when you open the first place you open, and say, yeah, but I see only few bars. It's not religious. It doesn't seem legit. Like you said, now everybody like so quick to these ideas doesn't match up with the vision, and he start to be like most likely to be like a lot of people love to bring vision. They don't calculate the fact. But you do calculate the fact, and you understand you have to start somewhere. And when you start somewhere, it doesn't mean you stop there. You have to start somewhere. It's not going to be beautiful at the start, but you have to keep planning one step at a time. Like you said, you were prepared, but you have to start somewhere.
Yeah. You know, I don't have a financial support system. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a coach. $30, $50 an hour. So when I started the business, the other gym, I didn't come in, with the entire amount that I needed for the big vision. So I had bars. I was like, okay, let's make something. I have the clients. I have a few bars. Let's make something that's going to make me step up. This little 6 months is going to be me figuring out how to run a business. It's not going to be as stressful as a big gym like this in the street commercial, but it's going to put me into a stress phase of finance, of taxes, of understanding the retention, the pricing, paying rent. This rent was way higher than anything in my life. This rent is way higher than the past rent. But at least if I could step onto that small rent, if I could make it on that rent for 6 months, 6 months in, 6 months out, if I didn't make it, I was safe. But if I could make it there, then I knew how to expand the vision and make it more financially viable. This gym really was a learning curve for me. I knew the experience I was going to get there would allow me to build and run this place. But I needed to pass through this step. This is like, as I said, I was patient, and I knew people would be, this is not the vision. But I was like, you know what? Time will tell the story. Time will tell. They will, yes, for 6 months they're going to be like, okay, no, whatever. But then, the water flows under the bridge, and when I get the real location, and even this location didn't start the way I wanted. This location started with the same amount of equipment than the other location because of complex situations. But for the grand opening, the room looked big, but I only had 4 bars. Yeah. And then everybody came here and be like, okay, it's bigger, but it's still 4 bars. But I knew on my hand that it was coming. And I just kept it low, and I kept flowing, and I didn't hit the social media and everything because I knew it was not the vision that I wanted to bring forward, the end result. So I kept it calm. I kept myself very calm until I actually finished the entire build, received my bars. Took a month to assemble everything, and at some point, I didn't open doors. It was open. It flowed naturally, but until everybody woke up and saw the videos and were like, oh, okay, now, let me go see in person.
So, my few questions, what I would ask you is, that's your place, and can you because we cannot show everything around, but can you describe, because like I said at the beginning, before you were out there doing your business, I say it's the biggest calisthenics gym in America, okay? We're in America. This is Canada, but we're still in America. I would say it is the biggest. Why do I say calisthenics? I have to say, you see CrossFit, they do have a lot of bar, but that doesn't mean that's calisthenic gym. The reason is they don't have the structure for calisthenic. So that's why, can you explain what kind of bar you got and how many? Like you see you got 1, 2, 3, like at least 4 bar dips. And you have to, and level of dip and things like that. Can you explain the structure, how many you got for to tell how it is a calisthenic gym in here?
Yeah, so bars are bars, right?
Yeah.
So like a CrossFit gym will have bars. But calisthenic is using more than just a bar, and more than a bar, that's the squat rack width. In calisthenic, you have to take in consideration all the aspects of the sport. What's popular: freestyle, static, static on the floor, static on the bars, static on which type of bar, which angle of bars. I run group class, big group class, 30 people. I need space. I can't have bars all over with like a person on it. So I would describe this gym as like the laboratory of calisthenic. Here, I made sure that anyone in the sphere of calisthenic, if that person needs something, it's here. Okay, any height of bar, any angle of bar, or any type of grip or bar. So when I conceptualized the gym, I wanted to make sure I had different width of dip bars, a proper height of dip bars according to world standard. I have pretty much the longest monkey bar because monkey bars are good for grip, but they also give me plenty of bars. 6 feet wide. Always one of the foundation of the bars is space. So right above the camera, right here is a 12 feet long freestyle bar, 12 feet. Right next to it is a 11 feet long calisthenic cage, 11 by 6. Right behind me are 8 feet long pull-up bars. These measures are rare to come across because 8 feet, 11 feet, 12 feet, all can they support people without bending. But I also made custom 45 degrees anchoring is proper. So the goal, and I'm still missing some bars. It's not fully done because the vision is always going to grow, and I know what's coming. But what differentiates this gym from any other gym, what makes it the biggest calisthenic gym, is because it's dedicated to all the calisthenic needs. It has every single bars designed towards the different aspects of calisthenics. There's kettlebells, which we use to supplement with strength. Like if you need to lift weight, I like more functional type of weight, or we can use it with dip belts. But every single bar in this gym is unique. Custom, as you see maybe behind me, spacing, I custom spaced it. So I'm not just using standard equipment from big company. I made everything custom. And from my understanding of the wide spectrum of calisthenic, and I would say there's not an athlete that's going to come in here that's not going to find the equipment that he needs. The crash mats, everything is here. And the purpose is that, every need is fulfilled within our sports. And so the type of grip, the type of bars, the length of bars, the variety of equipment, the location of equipment makes it very, very perfected for calisthenic. It's like the paradise for an athlete of calisthenic.
Yeah. So before, can you tell what kind of workout you offer here? Yeah. Like what's your philosophy about when you come in here as a workout? We all know you are an advocate, a warrior, and a gorilla when it's all about burpees. Yeah. That's what we know. But what kind of workout do you introduce for people?
Okay, so calisthenics, okay? Kalos, stenos, beauty, and strength. Calisthenics is more than the modern phases of popularity of calisthenics. The skills, the static, the sets and reps are aspects of calisthenics. But calisthenics is the entire body. It's all the capacities of your body. It's flexibility, it's mobility, it's strength, it's endurance, it's defying gravity, it's controlling balance, it's cardiovascular capacities, anything that you can do with your body, optimize it by using your body is part of the calisthenics spectrum. So the classes that I teach a class named Calisthenics, the name of the sport, which is everything that relates to what people see of calisthenics on social media, upper body wise. So you'll have the skills, you'll have the hypertrophy, the endurance, the sets and reps, the weighted cali, the street lifting. Everything's going to be in that calisthenics class. Then, because some people don't like to do legs, so then I'll have Cali leg, which is legs with the calisthenics spirit for an hour. The classes are made so that people can do both back to back, so that my clients often will stay for 2 classes back to back. They don't have a gap in between, they just overlap, so it's like an hour and an hour. So most people will do full body calisthenics by doing 2 hours of calisthenics, and in the world of calisthenics, an hour is very short for a workout. So it goes pretty fast. I have another class called core and flexibility. So core all around, because core is the foundation of anything in calisthenics and in your life, your posture, your strength. We're never working really as in like a sit-up plane. We're going to work with rotational movement when you for skills, when you twist into a skill, when you lift a skill, when you support weights for weighted cali. Your core is your foundation. That's what's going to prevent injuries. So core and flexibility, because active and passive flexibility have to be entertained to get, again, for your general health, just in better long longevity, preventing injuries. But for skills, if you have a good straddle, you get more progression out of your skills, because you can bring the weight forward towards the center of mass, versus a person who can only have the leg closed will have to fight longer to get into that final position. Imagine just a dragon flag with straddle becomes easier than a dragon flag with straight legs, If you want to press to handstand, you need to have good glutes that are going to be able to open the legs all the way up. So flexibility will relate to anything that we do. If you do a kick up, you're closing your legs. Aztec push-up, touching your feet when you jump from a push-up requires very good hamstring flexibility. I have another class, it's called full body cali. So now that's the military style calisthenics. That's kind of where I'm more of an athlete at, which is endurance-based calisthenics. Imagine what the military would do in a workout. They wouldn't go for front lever raises, and they wouldn't do muscle up. They would go for jumping jack lunges, burpees, pull-up dips, classic push-up, explosive, Hindu push-up, like stuff, but functional, but also based on endurance. And I use it as like a shredder. I call it the fat burn. It's endurance. It's a journey. We're doing a marathon as troops going out on the field for an hour, coming back in sweat and burning, shredding, building, but now full body. I have a handstand class because handstand is a skill. Skill require more fine tuning, more explanation. So handstand, it's always a very popular skill. I have a booty club, but that's because there's high demand on the glute. If you see people on Instagram targeting the glute business, it's very popular and there's a high demand. And it's with the power of calisthenics, you can target those muscles. You can really be efficient at it. So I have a booty club and the burpees club. Burpees club, guys. Burpees club is an hour of clean burpees, not CrossFit style where you're cardiovascular, kind of not doing a clean push-up and jumping. It's not a cardio burpee. It's endurance-based, as in convict style, military style. So we'll go into the Navy SEAL, the 6-count, the 8-count bodybuilder. Maybe I'm talking secret language right here, but imagine you do a clean push-up every time. You control the phases of the push-up. You can do multiple you can be explosive. You can do climbers with your push-up every rep as you go down and up. And in a class like this, we do in between 700 to 1,200 push-up, clean push-up, with those burpees rep, right? Which could be from 500 to 700 reps. Now this is beyond the physical, because when you do this for an hour, yes, you're dead physically, but it brings the mental strength, the mental battle, the David Goggins, I finish what I started kind of battle, and then the pride of the finishing the battle. So that's another strength, because once you get stronger mentally, then you get stronger physically in your workouts. You know you're going to achieve your mission. You know you're going to finish the workout that's on the board. It gets hard on 30 dip. You're pushing those dip till you hand, till you get the last one out of it. And so I like this class just to build strength, but also because, optimally physically, it's one of the best thing you could do, and that's my passion, the burpees,
Yeah. Yeah. Man, so you see, if you're looking to master your body or have a beautiful body, that's the guy. If you're looking for fat burn, like killing the bad gains, all the fat from the new year's we just coming out of, and start a new year with the physique of your life you want, that's the guy, man. And anyway, the one thing I have to say is I did last year because we did 2024 rep, which this guy starting with muscle up, which is not, he does not master the muscle up, but it started with the muscle up. If you know a muscle up is when you put your body all over the bar, but he started with that. That's the hardest exercise you can do, muscle up. And he started with that. He did how many? 50. Half of doing his muscle up, he ripped his hand. And he finished his 2024 rep. That's crazy. I have to say, hands bleeding all over, everywhere. Look, I have to give respect for Mateo. I have to say, it is his game. Me, I was not on top of my shape, but I wanted to do the 2024 rep. If he can't do it, I said I have to do it too. I don't care. If I cannot follow his workout, I'll follow like 15% of it, or maybe less. But I did my 2024. And he finished on time. I did not finish on time. And we celebrate with the champagne. But not only that, few days after, I have to say few days after, he did the second stupid, well, another crazy workout with Calisthenics Pro Xavier. He did the, I mean, 1,000 burpees. Nuts. Me, I was still recovering from my 2024 rep. I was still recovering for him. But just to tell you how his body is in shape and ready for that. And a few days after that, he went back for yesterday.
And tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
1,000 burpees. If you don't understand what I'm telling you, that is, when we did our workout, it was like actually 10 times or more full body workout, okay? And there's no way you can do a workout after that. You have to rest. Him, he just rests for 1 or 2 days, and we're back on it for 1,000 burpees. And this a full body workout also. Well, I would say he did not like do the back, but still, it's a full body workout where you do burpees. So this is how this guy is another level. Under his base, man. Anyway, so we're here. We got a few people coming in here in the community, working out. It's about 5 o'clock. And anything else you want to do? We just do that just to present. That was like my starting for my mission to do more live podcasts. So I decided to do with the respect guy, Mateo, come with the vision. I give the salute because I know he's not the only one who started his gym, but I would say I was a little bit, we were not, at our journey, we were not always close. We were doing our stuff side to side. I'm doing my part in calisthenics. He was doing his part of calisthenics. So we were not always a connection. But I have to say, for all this journey, when I do my part and he do his part on his side, he built up his own thing. It's not like if he could have come just in our community. I'm not saying he was not doing his community, because it's different when you are a trainer and you have to serve your trainer, give your service to your customer, things like that. He built up his customer plan, his own community about giving his service to the people who want his service. So that's what I'm talking about. So when he built up that base, we came across at the end, like years later, and he got part of my calisthenic competition, and then we're here now. And we did, after my 3rd edition, we did 2 competitions, which my competition, which is freestyle, is static, and a little bit of freestyle competition in here in 2020-23. And he did a street lifting also. One of my friend Etienne, I would give shout out to Etienne. He came here also do the street lifting competition, and there's more is gonna come. There's so much more is gonna come. This is just the start for the new year. This gym is not even been in year officially. It's been maybe like 8 months now, and we did a lot already. It is running this business. That's a one-man guy. He's doing everything. So there you go. On that, I'll give you the salute on that. Not just because you and fitness managed to do a business of it, but just you did it all by yourself. It's not everybody can have the mindset to do that. Me, I would love. I'm building on my own stuff. We all try to build our own stuff, and it's not always easy. No, it's never easy to build up your own stuff. It's always better. And in life, you cannot have everybody help you out. And you cannot always have the right piece of people. But it shouldn't be not stopping you to start your business. And we all fail. We all fail at some level. I fell a bunch of times. It didn't never stop me. It's hard. Doesn't mean it was easy. You step back. You think about it. But you have to bring yourself up and keep going. Keep going, man. That's all it is.
If I can add to this, so I'm alone, right? I teach 40 classes a week. I'm going to add 5 more classes. I'm going to teach 45 classes a week, 7 days a week, no days off, coaching, working out, cleaning. I do everything, right? Everything. But that's my endurance. I'm actually enjoying every phase of it, and I'm not tired of it. When he says the journey is it's full of challenge. Nobody knows the amount of challenge that creating this and bringing up this gym has been and still is, and I'm just starting. But the reward factor is just so much bigger than the challenges. You have to to make this happen. You have to walk your step, and you have to be ready to be creative. And to fight, I would say to fight. There's still big surprise that I got a few days ago, as a business owner. And I'm taking in the fight, and it's gonna be constant because having a business or running something, a project to this size will be a roller coaster of things. But you know what? When you create the vision, when you understand the vision, you can only know how successful it's gonna be, and you work for it. Now, when we talk about events, I have some huge plan, and the vision is just starting. It's been 8 months. You don't know what's coming. I'm already working on bigger things, and I'm telling you, this will be just the embryo of the big Godzilla coming up.
Anyway, so I think I did this podcast live, and I'm gonna do more of it. I think I'm ready to do more of this thing right here. And I'm just glad I did one with Mateo. I have to do one. He's been a part of my journey, and he always supported me. And I have to promote this thing. Like me, I'm trying to promote everything in calisthenics, and for me, it was a duty to do that with him first. I appreciate, my man. We're gonna do an interview, which we're gonna go more in depth on this journey in calisthenics. But this is a quick way to present to the world, to the American, anybody who don't know about the gym right here in Montreal. By the way, this gym is called Calisthenics MTL. No, it's Calisthenics MTL Gym. It's at Sainte Catherine and in Montreal, and the address is 19th. Go ahead.
All right. So on social media, Calisthenics MTL, okay? Calisthenics like the word, MTL together. And the gym is 1972 Sainte Catherine West in Montreal. You can't miss it. It's quite unique. You'll walk on Sainte Catherine, you'll see it. And also, I hope for you guys to come, have a chance to come by. This is going to be a very unique experience for you guys, and you're welcome from anywhere in the world. Please come by.
So just to repeat a little bit, He offer class, group class. There's also open gym hours, which I think it's every day, always open. He's sleeping here, but this of course is not 24 hours, but it's 7/7. He's here to Monday to Sunday and
Monday to Sunday.
exactly. All right. So here you got plenty place. Even when he's doing his class, you can come in here and do your workout. There's plenty around to do your workout. So you can come here, you can DM him, you can reach him to any, you have any special now or the Instagram also. Go to the Instagram, Calisthenics MTL Gym, and you have special for the New Year's. That should be a great way to start your journey in calisthenics. And I would say on that, for me, we're pretty much done with the podcast. That was a great introduction for me to start. There's gonna be more onto it. For that, I appreciate your work, my man. And more workout. We're gonna do more collaboration, more things coming. So on that, you're gonna finish up whatever you want to say.
I'm gonna finish up by saying this guy is amazing. What he brought in the local community, nobody did. The competition is by him. It's the gathering of everyone. I want to congratulate him on his journey and on everything he's been achieving and how much he gave to the community. I'm doing my part. I built my own world, but he did a big part. And when I saw that this was a pillar, I knew him from back then, but he's such a pillar with a similar vision of gathering and making the calisthenics scene grow. It was a no-brainer for me. We have to be together because us together is going to be bringing this sport to another height. And we're allowing, I think, in our events and spaces, the new generation to flourish in calisthenics. Instead of being loners in corners and parks, there's event, there's goals to achieve, and there's spaces to gather and grow. So I have to give it to him. Remarkable work, Jeff.
I appreciate, man, your words, but I would say we do incredible work. And I would say, not only us. I'm not saying nobody else. I shout out everybody else. In due time, we're going to have other podcasts with other people who bring things in calisthenics. And on that, the podcast is done. And on that, for Gains for Glory, let's gain, let's work. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to put that thing right here. That's it.